time. As coffee professionals, we keep chasing better and better coffees with new, more innovative processing methods, varieties, and fermentations. We want to push our industry forward, often by changing how regular customers perceive specialty coffee, by showing them all possibilities it has to offer, even when we reach out for very traditional methods. And I feel that in that pursuit, we often lose soul and core of those traditions. So today, I would like that chase to stop for a while. And we're going to focus on culture and flavors of Ibrik coffee. So when customers ask me about Ibrik coffee, they often come with certain expectations of something sweet, spicy, and dense in a cup. They either read somewhere about it or tried it already on one of their trips. So when I offer them my modern version of Ibrik coffee, they are often very surprised, as they didn't expect something with higher acidity and more complex fruity flavors. I wouldn't say that they are disappointed, but I feel that they would rather try something that is more connected to the regions where this brewing method is still very popular. So today, I will be starting with serving my signature beverage. And this will show a synergy between flavors and culture of Ibrik coffee, specialty coffee industry, and me and my approach of serving coffee. So traditionally, most of coffee makers are adding spices and sugar to the brew to give it more density and character. And to correspond with that, I decided to go with Sudan Rume variety that is grown in Colombia by Café Granja La Esperanza on altitude of 1,800 meters above sea level. It was processed in a natural way, which means that the ripe cherries were put into airtight tanks for 36 hours. That was followed by sun drying for 24 days. Terroir, variety, and processing developed the flavor profile with herbal and spicy aroma of coriander that was followed by flavor notes of blood orange, cherry, almonds, and chocolate. And to achieve similar flavor profile of coffee in my signature beverage, I used 11 grams of coffee and 115 mils of preheated water, with extraction time between 3 and 4 minutes. And to celebrate the tradition of Ibrik coffee, I'm using sand heater for both of my Cezve coffees. An inspiration to create this signature beverage was Turkish Delight. It is a sweet little treat that is often served next to Ibrik coffee. So the signature beverage you're about to enjoy in a few moments will have following flavor profile, and you can please write that down. We'll have medium acidity, medium to high sweetness, and low bitterness. And flavor notes. In aroma, we'll have lemon, spices, and hint of marzipan. That will be followed by flavors of lemon curd, vanilla, blood orange, cherry, with pink grapefruit aftertaste. Thank you. It will be served warm and will have a texture similar to cappuccino, so very smooth and creamy. So how did I achieve that flavor profile? To correspond with character and sweetness of Turkish Delight, I prepared oleosaccharum. So it means to the 100 grams of lemon zest, I added 85 grams of sugar. I left it together for 24 hours. So the oils from lemon and sugar created dense and very aromatic syrup with the flavor note of lemon candy. And I will be using 12 mils of that per each drink. This will highlight the citrus note of coffee and give the sweetness similar to Turkish Delight. Next ingredient, 10 mils of cranberry juice. It is very popular in my country, Poland, and is well known for its bright acidity. This will highlight the red fruit characteristic of coffee and also balance the sweetness of oleosaccharum. Next, 15 mils of 24 hours cold brew rooibos tea infusion. It is well known for its sweet and spicy character, and that corresponds directly with the traditional Turkish coffee, Ibrik coffee. So it will add a spicy aftertaste and a sweet note to the drink. And of course, coffee. I decided to filter it to stop the extraction and remove coffee grounds for better texture. And to achieve that cappuccino-like texture, I'll be using a blender. So by creating and serving that signature beverage, I wanted to build a bridge between Turkish coffee, Ibrik coffee culture and specialty coffee industry. So we can promote that brewing method in countries like mine, when it's still not very popular. So here you go. Please enjoy, and please enjoy. So finding a coffee that will represent this brewing method and specialty coffee industry best is a very exciting journey. And I found that to find the perfect coffee, I need to go back to what we're actually looking for in Ibrik coffee. And I found three most important elements: balance, body, texture, and aftertaste. And I started with focusing on balance in coffee. So first, I went for Sidra variety. It is rooted in Red Bourbon and Typica, and those varieties are well known for its fruit-forward flavors. So I get the balance between fruity acidity and also sweetness. But I wanted even sweeter, so I blended with Eugenioides. Colombian Eugenioides, well known for its sweet character and stevia-like sweetness. that was only enhanced by natural process. So this Sidra coffee comes from Colombia, from Huila region, and is grown on altitude of 1,800 meters above sea level. That only highlighted that clean cup and fruity acidity of that coffee. So my next step was to get great texture of coffee. Sidra variety, thanks to red bourbon roots, already have amazing texture. But in this one, it was enhanced by Mosto natural anaerobic process. That means that ripe cherries are put into plastic tanks for 72 hours of fermentation. Then, additional mass of bacteria are added to the tanks with higher lactic acidity concentration that enhance the texture. Then coffee is fermented with this additional mass of bacteria for another 16 hours. And that is followed by 18 days of sun drying. And last but not least, we want our customers not only to remember to enjoy the cup of coffee here and now, but we want them to remember how good it was with delivering them this great aftertaste. So we roasted those two coffees separately because of different sizes and densities. But we applied more heat at the beginning of both roasts, so we increased solubility. And this bonds all those elements together. We're able to extract more of the coffee, flavors and sweetness. We're able to deliver better texture, and also to give this coffee long and pleasant aftertaste. And I found the best recipe for this blend using 7.5 gram of coffee, 7 grams of Sidra, half a gram of Eugenioides. 75 mils of preheated water with higher concentration of calcium to increase vibrancy. And with total extraction time between 2.5 and 3.5 minutes. So first, when I serve you the coffee, please evaluate the surface, and I'll tell you exactly when to drink it. So here you go, one, and the other one. Okay, so the flavor profile of the cup in front of you is following. When it's warm, with the first tasting, when it's hot, we'll have medium acidity, medium sweetness, and medium to low bitterness. And flavor notes of cherry. Don't worry, we have plenty of time. Blood orange and chocolate truffle. With the second tasting, when it's warm, we'll have medium plus acidity, medium sweetness, and medium to low bitterness. And flavor notes of pomegranate, cranberry, peach, and cherry liquor aftertaste. We're gonna have medium plus body, smooth texture, and medium long pleasant aftertaste of this chocolate truffle and cherry liquor. So by serving those two sets of beverages, I wanted to not only promote culture of Ibrik coffee, but also connect it to specialty coffee industry. And I couldn't think of a better place than World of Coffee in Athens. Please, when I say call time, try the coffee, and the second tasting after 5 minutes backstage. Thank you very much. Time.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rojewska.